yourself tonight. Lose 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 yourself tonight.
It's clear that your ever loving is coming from the heart. I never had anyone else to call on. It's clear that you're ever loving. I knew it from the start. I opened my heart.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the
chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
We knew what was coming, and he has... Pele! Oh, that's incredible! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And Cruyff! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. That's a decent clearance. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Cruyff! In for the pieces! That was a matter of inches. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Pele. Now it's Van Basten. Pele picked out brilliant chance for a shot! He has done it! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's gone looking for safety. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Keeper's got good distance on that. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nicked it back promptly. Threads one in. And there's green grass ahead of him. Defending of the desperate variety. Goulet. And he was quick to react. Neymar. Now it's Cruyff. Pass is just off target. Plays a sharp little ball here. Van Basten. Great ball, and he's in here. It's Nedved! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Nedved actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Pele, and he's in on goal. Cruyff! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Nedved, a true great in every sense of the word. Now it's Van Basten. Now who's going to be first to this? And they've got rid all the way back. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Here we go again. Neymar. That's a cute ball. Gabriel gets it away. Robson is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Now, can they get him away? And he's taking no chances there. Robson cuts it out. And this is Shevchenko. And it's Arda Güler. Now, the ball's gone astray. And he's heaved it away. Beckenbauer. Arda Güler. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Gets a good foot in there. Looking for the run. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Good ball, good take. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Shevchenko. Bojan looking to play him in. Shevchenko. And claimed it back swiftly. Half an hour gone in the second half. And back to the goalkeeper. And now they can clear their lines. That is good alertness. It's played through for him. Shot could be on. Now it's Goulet.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Aimed in towards the centre. And that has been cleared. Searching pass he's played there. Can he get on the end of this? It's Ibrahimovic! And it's hoisted clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Beckenbauer is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Van Bouten spots it and intercepts. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zola, he can run onto that. Rummenigge, and the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Two up. So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so...
Rewind.
All I do now is make my people proud. Got my head in the clouds, put my feet on the ground. 'Cause they all care for me, they'll be there for me. They never let this get me down. And that's why now I'll make my people proud. Make my people proud. Stack this bread, let me do it like I'll spend it all when it hits December. Better put some respect on my name. Trust me, you don't wanna test my temper. When I need some retail therapy, my only enemy disrespected, you know that's teasing me and my people doing it properly. I always told you that you were special. When you forget is when I remember. Look through the window for your defender. I'm here, I don't have an agenda. Celebrate later, let's go now that me and my people are talking the town. Even my neighbors are moving wild, they know that. All I do now is make my people proud. Got my head in the clouds, put my feet on the ground. 'Cause they all care for me, they'll be there for me. They never let this get me down. And that's why now.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, the 10th of July 2021 was such a significant day in the international career of Lionel Messi, was it not, Jim?
Yeah, he finally got that giant monkey off his back at the 5th time of asking.
And possibly that was the moment that Messi was finally given the credit he has deserved for his services to his nation. 16 years since his debut in 2005, 4 times a runner-up, never scored in a major final, but all of that was gloriously eclipsed.
Exactly. It was his first international trophy, and I think it set the scene for what happened in Qatar a year later.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he shoots! And he's done it! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
India finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's in! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Yeah, and I think it always looks a bit more dramatic when the frame of the goal plays its part.
India grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Ibrahimovic. That's gone for a throw-in. Van Basten. Oh, what has happened here? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. No, he's had it taken off him. Oh, important interception. Van der Sar gets good distance on it. Now it's Van Basten. Pele. And he's in and Cruyff! It's a loose ball, and the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! And they're back in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Hangs one in.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely there. Certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Pele. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. That is ended up in no man's land. That's a cute ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Tries to play it through. Now this could be a chance. That is great defending, so alert. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful. And we hit half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Crunching tackle. Cruyff. Now it's Van Basten. He's picked his way through. Now then, he's had a shot! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Played back in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Distributed tidily. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Can he get on the end of this? An uncompromising challenge. And he's there to belt it away. It's a searching pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. India have reclaimed it. Schneider. Now it's Bale. And Donatoni. Griezmann. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Belletti. And he's got the beating of it. Zola! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Zola actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Albert Ferrer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. Zola, and the shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
So, third corner of the game. Up he goes! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, their fourth corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. Can he finish? Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. And he thumps it clear. And that's been slipped through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Nicely weighted ball. And he's fell. Oh, shooting chance! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And it's Nedved. Now it's Hullet. Good read, needed to be. Griezmann. Zola, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Well timed, excellent interception. And reclaimed it in a trice. Griezmann. And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it.
I can tell this is a miracle. In your world, how you looked when we met. You still have this effect. You are so incredible, credible. I didn't know what to say as the hours fell away. Our love is unmissable, missable. I can tell this is a miracle. In your world, I feel invincible. I can tell this is a miracle. 'Cause in your world, I feel invincible. Even though we go high, we go low, we still find our way home. You know that you're all I need, all I need. 'Cause every time our lips touch, it's so divine. It's like you're leaving my worries behind. I wanna give you all of me, all of me. I can tell this is a miracle. In
Wildflowers, they grow on their own, and like the leaves in the wind, we go with the flow. From city to city, romancing and roam. We fly high and land wherever we want. Sweet lullaby, we wake up and say goodbye. We sacrifice our youth till which day we die. Oh, either we stay here or don't. Time should wait for us, but it won't. So if you really love me, then say you love me till the end of time. Catch me and I'll catch you back. We'll keep falling till the end of time. So if you really love me, then say you love me and my shattered mind. Catch me and I'll catch you back. We'll keep you back, we'll keep falling till the end of time.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Oh, well played. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. He can get that clear. And this is Van Basten. And takes a shot! Sticks it away! Cruyff. Well, they've got it again. Van Basten tries a shot! There it is! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Van Basten. Now that looks a decent ball. Good read, needed to be. Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and...
Mateus! He's got away with one there. The muscular approach does pay off here. Messi. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Love. It's Van Basten! Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. Van Basten! Another big chance that gets away.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Nicked it back promptly. Mateus. And this is Pele. Oh, shooting chance! Pele. Decent chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here. And this could be the final action of the first half. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And they've got rid. And the pass is intercepted. And it's half-time here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Now it's Van Basten. There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he was quick to react. And this is Pele! And he's quick to snatch it back. Not the most accurate pass. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
No, he's had it taken off him. Now it's Pele. A probing pass. Beckenbauer clears.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he welcomes it in. And Messi! Danger averted for now. Albert Ferrer getting this one clear. Now he's got space here. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Has a look and plays it forward. Rummenigge, he's picked his way through. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Tries to play it through. He's in a great... Rummenigge! And yes, it's there! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Abiati gets it away. And they win it back again. Now it's Pele. It's a promising position. No, it's come to nothing. And they're back on the ball again. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, that has not gone well. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Plays a sharp little ball here. He's through and all real chance! He's got a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Chouameni.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And oh, he's been caught napping!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Van Dijk. Can he get it through? And that's been slipped through. He's having a shot! It's in! Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
the certain ones that the most I call upon to do a different work.
Now in this come the man called Say and Cootie alongside yours truly, Big Gangzilla.
I no do big man pass anybody. I no dare to pass myself. I just one day. I no be everybody worship money. I no dare show myself. I just one day. I say shit, you day your day, brother. You day your day, sister. You day your day, brother. You day your day.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bellingham. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Played into space. And no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard. Nedved demonstrating his defensive quality there. Rijkaard. Pedri. And this is Owen.
Owen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's a searching pass.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And this is Cruyff. No way through. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And no surprise, that's a booking. That's an imaginative pass. Lovely, now then. And he's well positioned here. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So the most significant moment of the game. And he's buried it, 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And it's Nedved. That's good running with the ball. Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He came in hard, very hard. Nedved. Mateus. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And we have our very first corner. That's really well cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. Now it's Owen. And he's in on goal. There's the shot! And he hits the net. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Al Hilal grabbed the equaliser. Chance for a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well read, nice interception. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. That gets things going for the second half. Cafu. Nice looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. Cafu is fouled. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oh, nearly. Bellingham picks it up from the goal kick. Pele, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Nicely shaped ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. Cannavaro. He shifted it to the flank. Al Hilal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Pele. Van Basten. Now, can they get him away? Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. But that'll do. Al Hilal are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. And this is Cruyff. Oh, he's burst through. Real chance! They've done it! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
So there's going to be another change here. Threads one in. Oh, well measured. Can he finish? And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
So, third corner of the game. He rises! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Can he get... Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rummenigge! Oh, it's hit the post! This looks... Shoots! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
can tell